Hello everyone, this is the lovely Miss Di, and I just got through watching my sister, the lovely AfroQueen, Queen Common Sense, her video on deprogramming our children. And I did not see the video in which she was referencing, but this has been a topic that has plagued my spirit for a long time. It's really vexed me to see what what our children are becoming, and even though we may not all be direct caregivers for anyone, we are all responsible in some way for the children who come into this world. No man is an island, and the the essence of the human condition is being a community of one. There's a Latin phrase called e pluribus unum, which says we are one. And I truly believe that if more people would adopt the adage that it takes a village to raise a child, more children would not be as prone to fits of rage, acts of violence, and so acting out sexually, and so many things that occur. Because although my grandparents assisted my parents in raising me, I had so many surrogate people in my life who cared enough about me to kind of circumvent me being a part of the wrong crowd or wrong situations. No, I was not always able to avoid snakes in the grass or the wrong type of people, but at least I had a support system. I'm not saying children are not responsible for their behaviors or things that they choose to engage in, but I'm saying that if parents spent more time with their children, and the rules about disciplining weren't so strict, because there was a time where adults could discipline children and not have the threat of DCF, Department of Children and Families, or social services getting involved. If you discipline your child now and someone sees it, they may call the authorities. And some children need discipline. While I'm not, big on being so physical with it, children do need structure and some sense of a check in terms of behavior. And we are raising people who do not have respect for authority. Some kids who are basically running households. And I think it's because parents are fearful. It used to be a time where children knew their place in the home, and there was a respect for adults and authority. And while I do believe children should have some say in what happens at home, there should be no reason where discipline and structure is not taking place. And then they go and act out sexually or in school, and nobody even knows what's going on. Some parents are too busy in their own little world to notice their kids. This is a tragedy, and more people should have a vested interest. So many social programs don't have enough money to run, like Boys and Girls Club of America, or not necessarily Boys and Girls Club of America, but so many social programs. The funding is being cut in these latchkey kids, or some, not necessarily just them, but more children need structure, because from 3 to 7 is when most of it is idle time. And if you have a parent that works and you don't have any other support system, what is going to happen? You're going to fall victim to a lot of negative things that are going on. And again, this is not to excuse children from responsibility of certain behaviors, but it's just to say that times are changing, and it's pathetic that it seems like children are being raised in caves instead of homes. homes where technology and material things are put above love, structure, and morals. It just baffles me that so many children are growing up angry and full of hate and just rage, and such a lack of respect for basic rules of life and society. And everybody may not be touchy-feely and huggy, but I do believe a little bit of love and just happiness spread across the globe would help. And when they took prayer out of schools, I really do think it was a tragedy. Because it's not to say that a certain God or one God is the only God people could pray to. Even if people prayed to a rock and had prayer groups in school, not just religious schools, but schools at large, I think it would be better for the environment. So many kids are going into hostile environments, being picked on, violent, teachers who don't give a darn, and people don't give a darn at home and in the community. Where are children going to find the resources that they need? It is not a priority to run to the store and get the latest toy or the latest sneaker. It's a priority to raise children. Any dog can lay down and give birth, but it takes a responsible human being to raise a child and give the child the tools to be necessary to succeed and thrive in this world. Not every parent is a bad parent, and some children just grow up to be seeds of Satan. But at least basic effort should be executed to make sure that children grow up to be the best that they can. And I may sound ever the idealist because I was raised in a situation where people cared. They may not have been the most touchy-feely, emotional, sappy people, but I knew that they cared. There was structure in my home, there was discipline in my home, and definitely love. It might not have been the warmest and fuzziest and all smiles love, but I know that I had some support system at home, something to occupy my time, extracurricular activities. My people spent time with me. I did not feel neglected in terms of help. And if my mother wasn't around, somebody had a vested interest in my future. And there were teachers and people that I volunteered with, people in organizations that gave a darn. Why do so many people turn a blind eye to what's going on and these children need us? I'm not a parent, and I'm not here to condemn or to be on my high horse and think that I'm so much better than anybody, but these kids are special. They're children of God, and they deserve the best. And if you can't give the best, don't become a parent. It is Plan B, contraceptives, and so many other devices out there to prevent pregnancy if you are too selfish to commit to the lifetime responsibility of being a parent. It's just so sad, and I'm so troubled and perturbed in my spirit about this. And I thank Queen Common Sense for addressing this, and I'm sure there's so many other positive young ladies who have spoken on this topic. I think she is a beautiful individual on the inside and on the outside, and it's an honor to be a part of her friendship circle. I hope that you all have a blessed day and just spread love and positivity. And if you see a child who's not receiving attention, even a compliment, even letting them know that they are special and they have talent and they can go places in life, can make a difference. It's not just about being emotional and sappy. Kids need that. Well, that's my commentary for today. Take care. Bye.